the Del-Satins and their Laurie Records release, I'll Never Know, which original Del-Satins lead singer Stan Zizka says was an unreleased song that they originally did a cappella.
I'll Never Know was a song that was before Richie Green came with the Del-Satins. After Bobby Failla had left the Del-Satins, he was he recorded Teardrops, Follow Me, and I forgot what other songs, Runaround Sue, The Wanderer, and he left the group, and Richie Green was with a group called the Companions. And then he left and went with another group, and I can't remember their names, but they were a good group, and they had all this nice a cappella harmony, and they had this song called I'll Never Know, and I loved the way they did it. And so one day we were in the studio, and I think we had extra time or left over or something, and we just recorded it a cappella, and it never came out until like 4 or 5 years ago when some collector put it out.
And now, here is your request, Joseph, I'll Never Know, another New York memory from the Del-Satins on Radioactive Gold.
I'll never know why sunbeams are warm. I can't explain the rainbow in the storm. I only know it's you I adore. That's all I know.
Another winner from New York's Del-Satins for rocket listener Joseph Ferrara of Brooklyn. And you know, there's one more part to this story, Joe, because most people thought that the Belmonts did all of Dion's backup vocals, but it was really the Del-Satins who enriched Dion's vocals. So I assumed that no one knew Dion DiMuzzi any better than the Del-Satins. And I asked Stan if he and the other members of the group were close to Dion.
Dion wouldn't let anybody get close to him. It wasn't like we used to go out to dinner or have coffee together or anything like that. We never did that, ever, ever, ever. At one time, we were like really getting annoyed with the fact that his records were becoming hits, ours weren't, and we were getting paid minimal scale, just like a musician would get at any session, which was legal, you know, and we didn't make a lot of money. And so the night before we did Donna the Prima Donna, I called Dion up and I said, gee, I wish that, we could get a little bit more money for this. You've been lucky. And, he says to me, don't hang me up. I got all the musicians in the thing. And, you guys are really being unfair because I asked him for $200 a man. And I wouldn't go into the studio until he paid us. And, it might have been the wrong thing to do at the time, but I always felt it was the right thing because of all the success that he had and the little success that we had. And I felt like we were a bigger part of what he was doing, just as if he was with the Belmonts and any other group that had a lead singer and a background vocalist. The whole group was responsible for whatever happened to that record, not just one person.
And now here's a solid New York hit from the Del-Satins, Teardrops Follow Me, on Radioactive Gold.
Teardrops follow me, teardrops follow me. Everything that I try to do, teardrops follow me. Everywhere that I run to, teardrops. I guess I'm a lonely soul. This is something I can't control. Everywhere he goes, teardrops follow me. Teardrops follow me. Everything that's in my heart I feel. Teardrops follow me. Either disappears or I find out it's not real. I guess I'll wait and see just what the future has in store for me. Everywhere he goes, teardrops follow me. Teardrops follow me. Someone tell me what's wrong with me. This can't be true, it just can't be. When I go to bed, I can't sleep, but you can find me walking down a lonely street. And let me tell you, like I said before, what do I do when I get to my front door? Look in the mirror and what do I see? Looks like the teardrops are following me. Everywhere he goes, teardrops follow me. Teardrops follow me. Teardrops follow me.
Teardrops Follow Me, a solid Big Apple hit from the Del-Satins on Radioactive Gold.